It's always a great time for classic game room time, so sit back and relax, prepare to enjoy the review of Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal for the PlayStation 2. From Insomniac, it's the third Ratchet & Clank game released in 2004 for the PlayStation 2. Currently, my favorite Ratchet & Clank game. Up Your Arsenal!
Pretty cool, huh? It's called a warpath.
Starring everyone's favorite Lombax and little talking robot, who travel the galaxy fighting Dr. Nefarious and his evil plot to turn everything into robots. The biggest and baddest Ratchet & Clank to date, at least as of 2004. Although many would agree this is the best of them all. It's hilarious, the writing is great, and the game is just excellent in every possible way. So you're not going to hear any negatives in this review because there aren't any. Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal is simply brilliant. For starters, it's really fun and has a lot of personality. When Insomniac is on, they're on, making great games that people want to play. Ratchet and Clank are likable characters, and it's always fun to follow them on their missions, even if you're the one actually controlling them.
You okay, Clank?
The back and forth banter between them is great, and when combined with good writing and clever dialogue, that's why people like this series. Well, that and the excellent gameplay, which is where they take this game to the next level. With more outlandish weapons, silly weapons that you upgrade as you use them, taking a little trick from the RPG playbook. One of the main features in this series has always been these big, larger-than-life, super silly, futuristic guns and gloves and stuff, and you could see where they could have fallen into the trap of making that the focus, especially considering the title is Up Your Arsenal. But it's not, it's just one part of the whole, albeit a very good part. The main feature here is actually the quality gameplay combined with good storytelling, enhanced by the wild, wacky weapons that you upgrade, which gives you more reason to use them. Or, more appropriately, it gives you a reason to use all of them. What I would do is upgrade one weapon to level 5 and then move on to the next one and upgrade it to level 5, because later in the game you'll want as many powerful guns as possible because the enemies get way harder. The Rift Inducer is the best of them all. This should be in every game, even driving games. Hey, it's Captain Quark, kind of a poor man's Zap Brannigan. There's just so many good science fiction references and love to Star Wars and Futurama, and of course Britney Spears. Because who doesn't like Courtney Gears?
Looks like somebody's a big fan of Courtney Gears. Courtney who? Come on, remember that bombshell handing out prizes on Annihilation Nation?
Great stuff. Humor is really hard to pull off in video games, and Up Your Arsenal does it effortlessly. It's constantly entertaining, silly, funny, and it plays well too. Games like this always bring up the question, why can't more games be like this? Probably because they're hard to make. I'm playing through all of the Ratchet & Clank games, and even though this is the third one, it's the second one I played right after the first one. They improved the controls, the jumping and strafing works really well, and you upgrade your health a lot during the game. Let's not forget the environments, which are diverse, richly detailed, and fun to play in and look at. How about those enemies? It's time to eat laser. Something about this reminds me of Time Splitters. Maybe it's the fact that it's just awesome and has a good sense of humor. I feel like writing is the first thing to go out the window when they're trying to run a franchise series for a long time, and Ratchet & Clank may have run its course, if All for One is any example, but I think our friends will come back with more great adventures in the future. It's the writing. Give them an adventure that we care about, and we'll play it. Because the gameplay is tried and true. Don't fix what isn't broken. You don't need to make it a multiplayer co-op game just because that's the in thing to do.
Potos has been penetrated.
Man, I'm just seething about All for One, aren't I?
So, sir, they apparently stole some sort of data.
It's not that bad, it's just not this. This is one of these games that just doesn't come out very often. It's really good. And affordable. Now, you can find it easily for PlayStation 2 or pick up the excellent Ratchet & Clank HD collection for PlayStation 3, which has this game enhanced with HD visuals, although it looks pretty good on the PS2 as well. A big thanks to my friend Dave from Pittsburgh, who sent this game up the intergalactic space-covered bridge to Classic Game Room headquarters. I think I'll be covering Going Commando next, or Size Matters, one of the two. They're both fun. And eventually the rest of them. So thanks again to Dave and Insomniac for making such a great game. Ratchet & Clank, up your arsenal. A must-have game for your PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 collection. Don't piss off a Lombax.